John Ghatti just became the very first Forex trader in South Africa to buy his own jet. Now, as a bona fide hater, I am going to call cap on that. There's some new developments that came out of the Monhla camp, and we really need to discuss it because it's a conversation that's been coming on for the longest of time. Lastly, when I told you guys that Zakes was in his downfall era, a whole lot of you guys thought that I'm just saying this for content. But when you're this rich and you are couch surfing, we most definitely need to talk about you. So, wherever you are, grab your juice, grab your coffee, grab your popcorn. It's about to get lit. We're also going to start off with Zakes. A while back, I called it. I told you guys, Zakes is in his downfall era, and there was a whole lot of you guys that didn't believe me. Now, this is something that I have been seeing coming on for the longest of time, especially when I started noticing that these bottles that they are buying in the club or renting in the club, these bottles started getting less and less and less. It got so bad that up until one point, the bottle ladies were only bringing out one bottle. But somehow he still had to prove that he was rich. Most recently, he also went somewhere and he threw money at people. Now guys, rich people do not do that. Elon Musk with all his money, do you see him standing somewhere with a lot of people throwing money? Do you see actual rich people do that? That is just a portrayal to try and show people, Rydall said I'm in my downfall era, but I'm throwing money. In hindsight, where he is right now, if I was him, that money I could have used to get myself a nice apartment somewhere instead of trying to prove that I have riches that I actually do not have. Now you guys might ask me, Rydall, how did you see this man was in a downfall? My fine observation can be attributed to a few things that I saw in his social media. Number one, Zakes has no more baddies around him. And where the kindness is, that is usually where the cruin is. He has no kindness around him anymore. Let that be the first economic indicator. Secondly, although Zakes has some muscle, he also moved with bodyguards. And they aren't around anymore. Thirdly, Zakes used to ball in the clubs like I just told you guys. It was bottles on bottles on bottles on bottles up until it just became one. Number 4, Zakes always used to do burnouts in his car. Wherever he went, that man drew attention like crazy because check, people need to know the Forex trader is here. The Forex trader is here. The president of NAS100ZAKES is here. But you don't see him spinning anymore because tires is expensive. Engines is expensive. That is most why you scammed that bro out of 60,000 rand, no? Talking about the bro with the 60k, number 5, Zakes scammed someone out of a full-blown 60,000 rand and then he goes on to deny it as if this bro wasn't in his physical presence a couple of times. Zakes. Last but not least, let's not forget what Shasha said. And you must understand, Shasha was really close with this man. He is the person that brought Shasha to Monhla markets. And then Shasha saw right through him. And he didn't even startle to let us know. He let that information come out as if his mouth had diarrhea. Now, as you guys can see here, it is really clear. Zakes is not at his home. Allegedly, he was kicked out and he is couch surfing now. Here you can see this is allegedly his clothes and his stuff that he must go fetch there by Megan's house. But he doesn't want to come. Man's full reasoning is, my friend's name is on that list, so I deserve to be here. And to think, once upon a time, Zakes was on top of the world, eh? Now that we are here, I think we can collectively agree that majority of the blue screens and withdrawal statements Zakes showed us was false. And I think we can also collectively agree that Zakes cannot trade because if he could trade, he would have been able to trade himself out of the situation. Better yet, if he could trade, he wouldn't have been in this situation in the first place. And to top it all off, during this whole time that he's been couch surfing, he's still showing to you guys that he's making money. Yes. Moving swiftly right along, Trading Hub recently posted this. Shout out to Trading Hub because all the files usually just pass that, man. But this is really an eye-opener for a lot of people. Firstly, guys, Forex is not for everyone. Not everyone will be able to trade. Just because you know someone that can trade, whether it is a relative, whether it is a cousin, whether it is a close friend, that doesn't necessarily mean that you will be able to trade. Now, what I think happened here was, I think Kelly got a little bit too excited with what he saw happening by leadership, and he decided, okay, this is what I want to do. And look, there's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with that, right? And I think at the end of the day, with this picture releasing, people were expecting me to flame him and to laugh at him. But I think in this case, that would really be counterproductive. Let me tell you why I say that. So, seeing Kelly as a Bolt driver, an Uber driver, an InDrive driver, doesn't really matter what service you use. Seeing him as an e-hailing cab driver, right? That actually makes me proud, my bro, because this man is around a lot of people with a lot of money every single day. And despite him going through that motions, he still decided, yay, man, let me rather not build my name off scamming people. I can see these other elders in the industry like Zakes is going nowhere. Let me rather focus on earning something in a legal fashion. Now guys, we as a community are always shaming these traders. Yay, go get a job. Yay, go get a job. Stop scamming people, go get a job. But then some of you guys laugh at them when they actually do. And I sincerely feel like that is wrong. We can hold them accountable for what they did. We can hold them accountable for the scams that they operated. But one thing that we also need to applaud is the fact that someone as young as Kelly decided, KKA, maybe this isn't for me, man. Maybe this isn't for me. Maybe I'm not a cutthroat scammer. Maybe I'm not like all of these other guys that's around me. And that's totally fine. To be honest with you, my bro, the fact that you went the legal route and decided you're not going to scam anymore, or that's what I'm thinking, that actually makes me proud, my bro. And if you decided, yeah, you're going to leave the scamming and that stuff altogether, my bro, Kelly, I will be the first bro to say, I'm proud of you, my bro. Get your bag. Get as rich as you want to, my bro. Just don't make it off the backs of other people, my bro. Because I know you can see that I'm exposing these men so like crazy. And there is things that you know that I've exposed that it is true, my bro. So make better decisions. You've already started well. If this is true, my bro, you've already started well. But keep on moving the straight and narrow, my bro. I understand where you come from, the circle that you're moving in. There's a lot of temptations, my bro. But just keep your head straight. You will see, you will never ever have a bump in with the FSCA or the police, bruh. And to you guys that's taking the man for a gat for making legal money, that's disingenuous of you. Finally, we have come to the main attraction, Ghatti. And as you know, recently he posted to his Instagram that he's the first Forex trader to actually buy a jet. Now guys, I'm gonna call big cap on that. I'm really going to call big cap on that, especially because social media content creator agencies have realized that there's this fake world wherein scammers like him, they thrive. If this was his jet, now let's go talk about it for a minute. If this was his private jet, right? You must gonna want to show people the thing flying, not so? You must gonna want to show people some identifiable things where people can really say, okay, now this is John Ghatti's jet. You must gonna take a little video for us while you're in the sky, not so? But we don't see none of that. I mean, when I got into my little economy flight setting window, I was so happy that I saw my immediately posted that thing. Can you guys imagine what social proof that must have been for him to have a jet, flying his own jet? Wow, look at my jet, look at cap. I feel like no, that jet is standing somewhere in a hangar, obviously, but I feel like that jet belongs to someone and he just went for a photo shoot. I feel like that man just went for a photo shoot. Why is this jet not moving? Why is this jet not moving? Also, to elaborate on my point that I made yesterday, guys, John Gatti's at the level where he's buying jets already. His clients aren't even there where they can afford a polo yet. And this man keeps releasing new stuff and people keep on buying from him. Next time, this man is also going to say, I bought the island. And I wouldn't be surprised, by the way, that you stupid people are actually supporting this man. Because it's been how many years now, and we have asked you guys, can someone that made money with John Gatti's bots please come forward? Can you please show us an account history, an account statement? But up until today, nothing. So guys, it's really evident. You mustn't trust what you see in the streets, my bro. You mustn't trust what you see these guys are posting. You mustn't trust anything on their social medias, because at the end of the day, they're just trying to worm money out of your pockets. And that's a fact. Thank you for joining. I'll see you guys in my next video. Cheers. Hey everyone, are you looking to get into trading but is worried about the high risks? Let me introduce you to IFX Broker's Cent account. With a low minimum deposit, you can start trading with real money while minimizing your risk. It's perfect for beginners and those wanting to test new strategies. Plus, you'll benefit from the advanced trading platform and dedicated support team. Start your trading journey today with IFX Brokers and turn your ambitions into reality. Check the link in my description to get started.